बड़े सारे जने हैं इसमें तो, पता नहीं अब है कौन है, तो सही जने
होंगे जने
22 जने, 22-23 जने हैं बस। हाँ बस।
Hello. Yes, hello everyone. Am I
Hello.
audible? Yes, Nidhi ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. You are audible, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am. Honey ma'am, are you there in the meeting? Hello.
Hello, honey, ma'am. Give us a quick check. Are you there? Hello. I think some technical issue.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, hello, Honey ma'am. Am I audible to you?
BCIIT Grover. BCIIT Grover.
Honey ma'am, give us a quick check. Are you able to connect now? Um, all the guests, I just want to tell you that we are facing some technical issue. Just give us 2 minutes and we are just trying to sort this out.
Nidhi ma'am, I can hear you now.
Okay, okay. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for the check.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, okay. That's great, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay, I
Yes, ma'am. We are going to, okay.
just want participants. Is it
Okay, I just want to inform all the participants that we are going to begin. A very good morning to all of you. On behalf of BCIIT, I welcome you all on today's workshop on soft skills. Banarsidas Chandiwala Institute of Information Technology was established in the year 1999 and is affiliated to Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University, Delhi. The institute runs 2-year MCA program and the institute is approved by All India Council of Technical Education AICTE, Ministry of HRD, Government of India. We at BCIIT are in a constant practice of regularly conducting such workshops and seminars for the overall holistic development of our students. In such a practice today, we are organizing a workshop on soft skills. Everyone today wants a great personality, an elegant character, and great communication skills to excel in their career. With this view, we today have with us our trainer, Miss Honey. She is going to give a workshop on how to develop your soft skills to excel in your career path. Miss Honey is a teacher by profession, an educationist, and she is currently working in Sharda University. She is CELTA certified from British Council and is into behavioral training and soft skills training from past 7 years. Now I think it's time for me to hand over the session to our trainer, Miss Honey. We welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you, Nadi, for such a nice introduction. Thank you so much. Good morning, everybody. I can't see anybody, right? I'm the only person who is on the screen, right? I can't see anybody. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
The students are not supposed to turn on their cameras, is it?
The trainer is it will be turning on the camera. That will be it. Right. The students okay. And if they have any doubts and any queries, they will be giving it on chat and they will be able to ask at the later stage.
All right. Okay. No problem. All right. So, hello, everybody. I understand on Sundays you're having a workshop, so but it's for your benefit, right? You are going to, learn from it. It's conducted for you. We all know what soft skills are, right? It's not about what soft skills. You already know why do we need them, what all soft skills are all about, right? So, it's very rightly said that your hard skills or your technical skills, or you can say your technical abilities, will get you to the interviews, right? But you need for this competitive market to recruitment criteria, you need a certain sort of soft skills, right? To, we can say that, because in every job profile, in every job situations, you require a certain kind of interaction, whether you're interacting with your colleagues, whether you are interacting with your customers, whether, so soft skills will be most important for any employability. And if you really want to be a good employer, you have to develop certain set of soft skills in you, right? So in this today's scenario, the market is most competitive. The job markets are very competitive nowadays. So it's not only your hard skills or your technical abilities that going to give you a success. If they will give you a job, for sure, to maintain your growth, to get success in your career, you have to be, there are certain set of soft skills that you will be needing, right? And we all know that one is only, we understand that only the communication thing is the soft skills, right? I understand that communication is a part of soft skills, but all soft skills is not the only the communication skill. And often we misunderstood that communication means speaking good English, right? Though communication has nothing to do with the language, especially English. Definitely you have to have a good command over this language, right? But in today's scenario, because of the the need of the market, we have to learn this language. We don't have any choice. But that doesn't mean if somebody doesn't know how to speak well in English only is a good communicator. Anybody can be a good communicator, provided he know how to express, how to talk effectively, how to how to express their ideas. It's not only in one language. So communication has nothing to do with only speaking English. But yes, we have only one language that we can communicate in, so that is English. And English is just a skill that we can develop. So I'm not focusing on communication skills today. I'm taking into considerations, according to the World Economic Forum, there are like 7 or 8 10 skills that we will be needing in our work areas, right? Suppose a doctor, suppose you a doctor, it's though he has expertise in his hard skills, right? Especially ability to diagnose, prescribe treatments, but a doctor still don't have the soft skills of emotional intelligence, trustworthiness, and approachability, right? It's not likely to be too very regarded by their patients, right? If doctor knows how to diagnose, how to prescribe things, he know the correct prescriptions also. But if the doctor has not the certain sorts of skills, the patients are not going to regard that particular doctor. They'll switch their doctors, right? So like suppose if I'll give example of a salesperson, who may unveil an exhaustive knowledge of their market, but still find it difficult to close a deal and retain their clients. Why? Because he has lack of certain soft skills, right? Or interpersonal skills, or we can say that negotiation skills are. Sometimes we also call the soft skills a people skills or a social skills, right? So I'm starting with the very important, you can say, the soft skill. That is because this workshop is all about personality. So I'm going to focus more on personality today. See, personality, we often misunderstood this term with a physical appearance, how we look, but personality has nothing to do with your physical features or your physical appearance or your outer appearance, right? Personality is something that is not we have blessed with birth. It is something, it's a trait that we can develop with time, then we can polish it, right? We can change it, and by changing it, we can become the best version of our personality, right? So we all know that we possess certain kind of personality traits, and that traits set us apart from others, right? A mix of good or bad, or you can say that these traits define us, how we respond and how we react to different situations. If we will be giving same situation to like 5 or 6 people, they are going to respond or react in different way according to their personality, right? So personality is a trait that actually set us apart from others, right? There is one study according to the psychologist at the University of Canada that suggests that personality traits can be changed provided we really want to change them. Right? It's not something that we are born with it and now we can't change it. We have born with this personality. It's nothing like that. We can change our personality, we can polish our skills, right? But provided we really want to change them, until unless we didn't realize things and we are not able, we really don't want to change our personality, nobody on this planet going to change our personality, right? See, we can't change our outer appearance, we can't change our physical features, we can't change our height, we can't change our features, but yes, we can't change our complexion, but yes, we can change our personality traits, and we can become the best, or you can say the terrific version of our personality. So the very first thing to develop your personality, I'm not gonna tell you the technical definitions or being a psychologist, or I'm not going to tell you the details. What should the personality all includes? I'm going to tell you very simple language that first, to develop your personality, the very first thing that you have to understand and that you have to learn is that you are incomparable. First of all, when you compare yourself, you demotivate yourself, and you actually brings your self-esteem down. Everybody is unique and just incomparable. When we siblings, we have like siblings, and we are different, though we are born to the same parent, but still we are different in our personality traits, right? So first of all, we have to understand that we are incomparable. If you really compare yourself, then you bring your self-esteem down. Everybody is unique, and just comparison is not possible. If you are unique, you can't compare yourself with anybody, right? Um, uh, we always taught to be kind to others, but we sometimes fails to be kind to ourselves, right? So I prefer that you have to be kind to yourself also. Not first, but you have to be kind to yourself, right? We have been taught to kind to others, but I'm going to tell you that you have to be kind to yourself, right? Because self-compassion. What is self-compassion? You have to recognize that you also deserve care, you also deserve concern like anyone else, right? This is why you must be kind and underlying with yourself also. So we should understand that making mistakes and failing is just a part of life. So don't be hard to yourself if you fail in something, if you commit a mistake, right? Try to learn from that mistake, right? Don't think that don't when we fail at something, or we commit a mistake, we think that we become sometimes hard to ourselves, right? So that's why I'm saying be kind to yourself. Don't be hard, or don't be rude to yourself. Understand your feelings, understand your emotions, understand what you really want, right? And if you compare yourself with your siblings, if you compare yourself with your neighbors, your cousins, or your friends, in your social circle, you can't do that, you should not do that. So I'm not saying that self-compassion doesn't mean letting yourself on the hooks, right? I'm just telling that give space to the imperfections also. We are not perfect, right? We have to make ourselves perfect by developing our personality, by including certain values in our personality, right? So we have to give space to the imperfections also. People, and you can say the situations do not fit in your frame of perfection all the time, right? So try to understand your situation, your capabilities, your strengths, your weaknesses, right? And give space to imperfections also, to failures also. Try to learn, try to improve your imperfections, try to learn from your failures, right? And one more thing that I like in a personality is spontaneity, right? You have to be spontaneous. See, whenever we have spontaneous people, humorous people around us, people love to be fun around with them, right? So those people who are not humorous, I'm not saying that you always have to crack jokes. No, I'm not saying. You have to be spontaneous. You have to be humorous. To become a good personality, you have to be humorous. On the other hand, you have to be spontaneous also, right? And one more thing that I really want my students and my kids also, that they have to be very light in mind and heart. How you can be light in mind and high in heart? By cutting your hair short, or you no, it's light in my mind. I mean to say that don't overthink and overanalyze, right? Neither let any negativity, shame, anger, jealousy, hatred, grudges into your personality, right? So be light in mind, be light in heart. Try to forgive easily, drop grudges against people. If you be light in your mind and light in your heart, you will be, truly happy with it. And the happy people will, make the positive environment. The people will love to be around them, right? So try to forgive easily. If you're not able to forgive in certain situations, then forget it, right? But don't overanalyze, don't overjudge. So I think that personality development, it's not only grooming and enhancing your outer, it's only your enhancing your inner and outer personality both, right? If you enhance your personality internally, right, that will bring a positive change in your life. Each and every individual is distinct. We are unique. We all are different, right? So what we have to do, we have to polish, we have to refine, we have to develop. And the techniques that you can say we can develop our personality is, obviously, the communication, how we communicate, not speaking English, I'm saying communication, how we communicate, how creative we are in expressing our ideas, our language speaking abilities, our confidence, our leadership qualities, our time management skills, our problem solving skills, our critical thinking, when we think out of the box and we solve the problems easily, how emotionally competent we are, right? So it's, a mix of good, bad. These traits define how we respond to situations and people, right? There is a difference between reaction and respond, right? How we respond. But I have seen that we completely forget how to respond. We react in every small situations, right? So we should not react, we should respond. So that makes a difference, how we react or how we respond in different situations. That makes us different in personality, right? So I think that the common belief is that we know that traits are mixed, right? Traits are mixed. We have mixed traits. We can't say that we have only problem solving skills and we are a positive thinker, something like that. So the first thing that you should know, that you have to be incomparable, give space to imperfections, be spontaneous, be in light in mind and heart, stay enthusiastic. How you can stay enthusiastic? See, uh, you know, uh, enthusiasm is infectious and appealing. That is why everyone loves kids. Why they love kids? Because they are always enthusiastic, full of energy, right? They are light in mind, they are light in heart, they don't have any grudges against people, right? They temporarily turn off, sometimes their mood is off or something like that, but they don't have any grudges, they don't have any hatred, or they don't have any jealousy, they don't have any comparisons with others. That's why they are enthusiastic, positive, and people love children. That's the reason people love kids, right? After, I can say that stay enthusiastic, you can say you have to be a better communicator. And how you can be a better communicator? I would say you can say a skillful communicator can win over and people adverse situation. How? So, if you have a clarity in your communication, not only in professional life, in your personal life also, if you are a good communicator, you are able to, express your feelings, express your ideas, express your problems to your colleagues or to your family members or be to your siblings, right? So you will be, you will things, you will solve or you can cope your problems easily, right? So and when you are a good communicator, you have to be warm and approachable. How you can be warm to approachable? We all like people whom we can easily mingle and talk to. No one like a person who responds with a straight face, or you can. So you have to be learn to be warm, flash that smile more often, right? I don't say that keep smiling. Yeah, always you have to keep a smile on your face. But yes, flash that smile more often. Be friendly and be ready to share the help. If you are able to help somebody, be ready to help and be approachable so that people can approach you, be it in your workplace or at your personal things, right? Try to be warm and approachable. And obviously, do things with style. Do things with style means, if you do things with style, that adds zings to your personality. The secret of doing things with style is like working with passion and relaxed mind. When you work on something with passion and with the relaxed mind, so you do things with style, right? So don't let anything negative, any feelings of negative feelings distract you from putting all your energy into it, right? So at the same time, I would say that you have to be relaxed, light in mind, light in heart, and learn to let go. If you learn to let go, suppose you have given your exams, you have done your 100%, you have given your best. Now let go all your attachments with the result. You have done all the things, all the efforts you have already made. Now let go your attachments. And you know what happened when you let go your attachments? You become free, calm, and relaxed. Right. So that is one of the attribute of a good personality or a strong personality, that let go your attachments. After you are done, you have already given your 100%. Now nothing can be done. What's done can't be undone. So now let go your attachments. Right. And I would say that you should be aligned in the face of danger. Right. Don't give up into pressure and face every challenge confidently. Don't ever give to pressures. Either you will overcome the adversity or learn something invaluable. What happened when you work and when you are into a pressure or face any challenging? If you face any challenge confidently, you will overcome or you will learn something invaluable. That's for sure. So I would say that I can give you an example here that, remember that you are a proton. Why I'm comparing yourself to proton? Because, proton can never lose its positivity. So nor can you. Stress may affect us on the outside. However, your inner core, continues to radiate positively like a proton. Proton stays unaffected, happy, and peaceful all the time. So try to tune this part of yourself again and again with the help of meditation also. So the you can say the process energizes and brings out the positive traits like enthusiasm or all the things, right? So I would say that to develop your personality, to be light in mind and be spontaneous, be humorous, be light in mind. You can say you if you learn to let go things easily, you have to be the all the soft skills are interrelated or interconnected. To develop your personality, you not only have to be a good communicator, you don't have to be develop certain personality traits. You also have to be emotionally competent. You have to be a problem solver. You have to be a decision maker. You have to be a good time management, a person who manages time very efficiently, right? So the mixture of everything makes you a person that everybody likes, or get get success easily. Emotional, we always talk about the IQ, like we always talk about the technical skills, the degrees, the marks. So you all are pursuing same thing from the same college, from the same syllabus, you are studying with the same faculty, right? But still after 4 or 5 or 10 years, you will see that all your colleagues, all your batchmates are at different levels or at different positions. Are you all getting the same salaries, or you will be at the same level in your careers? No, though you have done the course from the same college, you studied from the same faculty, but still you will be in different um, you will be earning differently. Why? Because your certain traits, your personality or your soft skills will set you apart, right? Your personality traits sets you apart. Though you will all have the same degrees with you, but still you will be definitely different in your career paths. Yeah, some will be earning very good, and some, will be starting some business, or somebody will be doing jobs, right? So we all will be doing different things after like 5 or 10 years, depending on our personality, not only the technical skills that we have got. So you have to be, the very important aspect of personality is that you have to be emotionally competent. We always talk about the IQs, intelligent quotient, but we never talk about the EQ, that is emotional quotient. How emotional competent you are. Emotional competent, we can say that emotional competence describe the ability of a person, how he express his or her emotions with the complete freedom. Emotional intelligence is the ability to identify your emotions, to understand your emotions, and when you interact with people. So it's based on your individual emotions, how your emotions affect other people, right? It's your ability, it's your, you can say, to maintain emotional control and adapt. We must keep in mind that a person has to be capable of understanding their personal emotions before they evaluate the emotions of other people, right? So you have to be emotional competent. Or we can say that social competence, other individual aspect of emotional competence is social competence. How you can be social competence? It refers to empathy. When you try to put yourself into others' shoes, when you try to understand things from others' perspectives, right? So it, you can say, compasses the skills we need to be successful at work atmosphere, in relationships also, in personal relationships also, in professional relationships also. So it is very important to use effective communication and to know how to manage conflicts. If you are emotionally competent, you will understand that how this person is going to feel, how this person is, is feeling right now. So you, when you are emotionally competent, or you are emotionally competent enough, so you understand the feelings of others, you empathize with others. Right. It's so, emotionally competent doesn't mean that you only understand your feelings, your emotions in certain situations, how you express your emotions in certain situations. It's also about how you understand other emotions also. Right. So it's not only recognizing your own emotions, it's, or, the first, we can say that 5 codes of emotional intelligence are: if you are emotionally competent, you are self-aware. Or how you can be self-aware? You understand that in these situations, you will react this way. Your emotional EQ level will be high, or EQ level will be low. Right. So you should be self-aware. Self-awareness, we can say, is the ability to recognize and understand our personal moods, our emotions, as the effect of our emotions on others, right? So it depends on our ability to correct them and identify and label each emotion. People who have, or we can say that people who possess self-awareness have a good sense of humor, are confident in their abilities, and they have a realistic self-assessment, which is, we can say, a self-awareness also. Then if you are aware about your emotions, if you're aware about the others emotions also, then you are able to regulate your emotions. So self-regulation, what is self-regulation then? Self-regulation is basically the ability to control, or you can say the redirect your disruptive moods or emotions. If you know that in this situation you are going to react this way, you are aware now that, this is my trigger point, and now I'm going to behave in this way. So when you are aware, you have to regulate your emotion that way. So it is a skill that monitor and regulate one's own thoughts, emotions, behavior, and then you can alter or express them in accordance with the demands of the situation. If you know that I'm going to react this way in this particular situation, so now you are aware, so you can regulate it, you can control it, and you can change, or you can say that you can redirect your mood, or you can redirect your emotions to, you can say that, regulate your thoughts or regulate your emotions to express according to the demands of the situation. So we can say that those who are, on this ability, they are very flexible, they are adapt well to change, they are good at managing conflicts, they are thoughtful, and you can say that they are they are very aware about their moods. They are aware about their emotions. That's why they can easily direct. When they understand their emotions, they can regulate them also. The third thing that we can say after self-awareness, and you can say self-regulation, motivation. Motivation plays a very important role in emotional intelligence. How? See, it is a kind that comes from within, from within, and fuels an individual to overcome a challenge and achieve a goal. People who are emotionally intelligent are motivated by things beyond more external rewards, right? So to fulfill our inner needs, fulfill our inner goals, we can say those who are competent in this area are action oriented. They set goals, they tend to be very committed and have a high need for achievement. Right? Empathy, that is very important, and people really forget to empathize with others. We care about our emotions, we give ourselves a priority in everything, but we forget to empathize. Empathy, we know the sympathy, but we never empathize with others. Empathy is the ability to share someone else's feelings or experiences as if they are one's own is critical to emotional intelligence. That's true. It is important to be empathetic rather than sympathetic. But we know that, oh, we should have sympathy. No, you should have empathy, right? So it is very important you have to be empathetic rather than sympathetic in order to be intelligent. If you really want to call yourself that I'm emotionally intelligent or I'm emotionally competent, that then you should be you can say empathetic, right? You have to be, you can say, self-disciplined, optimist, competitive, initiative, resourceful, and you can say determined. And then comes after your self-awareness, after your self-regulation, your motivation, your empathizing others, then your social skills, how you involve in managing relationships, how you manage your relationships, how you handle people around you, be it at your workplace or at your home, in your personal relationships, right? So we can say managing relationship is the ability to interact well, to communicate well with others. It involves you can say, the ability to inspire others. You can say diffuse stressful situations using your cooperation, using your negotiation, So people who actually possess high social skills are effective in leading change. They are persuasive, they are active listeners, they have a very good verbal communication skills. Right. And now you can ask them why we need this emotional intelligence. We already do that. We already empathize with people. We understand our emotions, that we are emotion, or we can say we are not emotional. We know things about us. Right. When I have cleared that emotional intelligence means you have to be self-aware, you have to be self-regulated, you have to be motivated, you have to be empathetic, and you have to be social. Right. So why we need them? See, feelings in a constructive manner, then people will love you and people will understand you and you will come out as a positive personality. So you can effectively say that you can effectively perceive your emotions, you can effectively regulate your response, you regulate your reactions, right? So which can, you can say, that lead to having a stronger and fulfilling relationships. Also, if I say that physically or mentally, with EQ you can handle all the stress like throws at you. Whatever the stress throws at you, you will physically and mentally able to handle it. Ego also, permits you to own a positive mental outlook on life. It also changes your outlook towards life. So there are so many researchers, then you are emotionally competent, you know the good traits of a good personality. Now you can understand how you can solve the problems, how you can behave in certain situations. So how you can learn the problem solving skills, how you can learn these techniques. See, whether you are a working professional of any team or you are at your work, if you have ability to solve the problems, if you have a creative thinking, if you think out of the box, you more focus on the solutions rather than on the problems, right? So this is also a skill, how you handle your problems. right? So it's not only to focus on what we have. We have the habit of to focus on the problems only, that we have this problem, we have this problem, but we never focus on the solutions. We never focus on the options that we have to solve this particular problem, right? So it's very important to understand the options. Instead of just focusing on the problems, try to focus on the solutions, right? So I can say that I can give you certain tips by which you can. So focus on the solution. That is the very first trick that you can, it becomes really very easy when you focused on the conditions that created the problem. If you'll focus the reasons behind that problem, so it will shift your focus away from the current problem to the possible outcomes, or you can say the possible solutions that you can have. So it will create a more positive outlook and open your eyes to new solutions. If you keep on focusing the problem only, you will be blind to the solutions. You will not able to solve this problem, right? So we can say that clearly defining the problem. How you can define the problem? It's hard to solve a nebulous problem. So you never took time to clear outlines or clear define. Right. So be sure in active listening, be sure in, agree on a process. So try to solve the problem, try to focus on the solutions, try to understand that these are the available solutions. And if I'll choose this one, what will be the consequences for the solution? So you have to be, develop these sets of skills. So I'm going to share you a few PPTs related to all these topics that I've shared. All right. Okay.
Hello. Hi,
Yes.
ma'am. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am, you were saying something?
No, ma'am, you can continue.
So you can see my screen, right?
Uh, no, ma'am, it's not visible. Please share your screen once again.
It's there now, right?
Yes, now it is visible, ma'am.
Yeah. So I've told you that emotional competence is all about. You can see the how your personal relation, professional performances, how you can behave in certain situations, how you control your emotions. So it's always about, you can say that self-awareness, self-management, personal competence, what I see, what I do, and all your social competence, social awareness, all your relationship management. Personal competencies, I've already told you, that self-awareness. When you are aware about your emotions, when you know your correct evaluation of yourself, when you are self-confident and you have a self-esteem, right? So you will be self-management. How you can, when you understand your emotions, when you know that these are your trigger points, right? And this can you are going to react or respond in a very bad way. When you're aware about it, you will be able to control it. You will be able to manage the way you behave, the way you respond to the particular situation, right? If you control your emotions, the people will understand you. You will develop a trustworthiness. You will be innovative, adaptable, and you will be growth oriented then, right? So relationship competence, when you empathize with people, that will make you very close to people. When you understand their situation, when you understand their perspective, when you try to understand the situations into their shoes, so they will also understand you, they will also listen to you. You will develop a kind of trust into them. So that is build a partnership and connections, be it at your workplace, be it at your home, or in your personal or social life. So when you are emotionally competent, you control your behavior, you control your you can say reactions, you control your respond, how you control. So you are empathize with people. It has a positive impact on others. It solves your conflicts. It has a good communication also. It is a good you have a good connection with other people also. So you can say there are You have to understand that this is the current state and this is the ideal state. I'm here right now and I have to reach to that point. I have to become an ideal personality, to become the emotional competent person, I have to reach to that level, right? What should be my goal? What should be my implementation plan? What support I'll be needing? And then you can evaluate yourself. So we can say we have 9 stages of transformational change. It's a very very vast topics and we don't have that time, so but still I'm just trying to complete all the, just giving you the brief outline of everything. So you can say that these are all about the mental health. Thank you. And if I talk about this problem solving skills or time management skills, see, we all have same 24 hours. It's not nothing like the successful people or the the really successful people or the, you can say, the richest people or the they have the like 48 hours in a day. We all have the same time frame, we all have the 24 hours, right? It's nothing that somebody has is because has more hours. It's just the time management. It's just the deciding that what is urgent and what is important. That you have to decide that something is important or something is urgent. Something has to be done right away, or we can do it tomorrow. You have to decide your actions. You have to decide that whether this is urgent, whether this is important, right? If you can plan in advance, if you plan your day in advance, if you plan your week in advance, then you'll be able to manage your time efficiently and effectively, right? So I would suggest that that's what I do. I always try to write my routine. I always try to write things. I'll try to plan my day in advance. Sometimes I'll plan my whole week in advance. Like on Sunday, I'll plan my whole week, what I'll be doing, what are the important things that I'll be doing initially in the first 2 days of the week, and the things that are important I'll be doing after 2 3 days or the mid of the week, right? The things that are should be done within a week, I'll do them. They are not important, they are not urgent, but I have to complete them with this week, so I'll complete them by the end of the week, right? So we can prioritize, we can decide the important or the urgent factor. If the things are important to us, if the things are urgent to us, if the things we can done it by the like they are the least important, so we can do them or we can complete them by the end of the week also. So you can, if you plan in advance, you will be easily able, or you can say easily efficiently you can manage your time, right? Because it's rightly said that time and tide wait for none, right? So individuals should understand the value of time. The people who waste their time and I have seen that the students are now wasting that so much time in the web series, and I'm not saying I'm not saying that I'm not giving instructions that you should not watch this, but yes, you have to manage time also. You have to give time to all these things also, to all the activities you really want to do. Yes, you have to do that. I'm not saying that. Just you have to decide that for this particular time I'm going to spend this on my screen, or I'm going this time to my work, to my education, and to my goals towards my career, right? So time management is, when you that rightly said that when you allocate the right time to the right activity, when you best use of a time, because time is always limited, right? So effective time management actually allows you to assign specific time. Ask yourself that which activity is important, how much time you will be allocated to this particular activity. Know which work should be done earlier. That's what I told you, that what is urgent and what is important, right? So you have to understand that which work should be done earlier and which can be done a little later, right? So time management plays a very important role, not only in organization but in your personal lives also, right? It's effective planning. I just told you that you have to plan your week or month in advance, right? You can set your goals and what are the objectives and what all things you are doing to reach your goal. If you have set something, if you have set a short goal for yourself, what all efforts you are putting to achieve that particular goals. At the light, when you are on the bed in the night, when you are at your bed, realize that what all efforts you have put towards achieving your goal. Today, what you have done, right? So delegation of responsibilities, you can delegate the responsibilities, you can prioritize your activities according to your importance, or they are urgent. You have to spend the right time on the right activity. Effective planning, that's you can plan your day in advance, complete all the pending tasks one by one. right? Forget the habit of procrastinating, right? Important to set your goals and objectives. Working without goals, if you have a tir or that the bow or arrow, and without the goal or without the the point where you have to hit, and you'll कहीं पे भी आप निशाना मारोगे नहीं लगेगा, right? कि कहीं पे लग जाए वही मेरा निशाना था. So that should not be working. Without goals, without targets, or in any situation, without the destination, you can't decide your paths. Right. So set targets for yourself. Make sure they are realistic and achievable. Whenever you are deciding goals, they should be realistic, or you can say they should be, you can set the time limits also. And you can also set deadlines for yourself. How you can set deadlines for yourself? You can ask yourself that how much time I should devote to this particular task. Right. So set deadlines for every task. Right. So do not wait your supervisors, or you can say to your reporting managers when you are at your workplace, so that they can, they ask you every time that you are done or you're not done. So you set deadlines for yourself, that I have decided that I'll be doing this work by the evening today. So do it. Set, give the realistic deadlines. If you're able to do that, then set a deadline by tomorrow evening, or in this week, I'm going to complete this task, right? Delegation of responsibilities. Do not do everything on your own. I have seen that to be in a good books of the seniors, or the you can say the managers or the team leaders, you would overload yourself, right? Because you don't have the negotiation skill. You really don't want to say no to your seniors, right? But I prefer that if you can't do that, say a firm no, but in a very polite way. Right, you have to understand these are what soft skills is all about. Learn to say no, negotiation skills. When you know you can't do this, say no, a clear, firm no, right? So do not try to take overthink on your own. There are other people as well, let them do, right? So roles and responsibilities, we can say, delegated to employees according to their interest and specialization, right? So they would finish within the deadlines. So as employee, you doesn't have to, if you don't have the enough knowledge or you need more time, so don't say a firm no. Prioritizing the task, high, low, medium, you can decide. Spending the right time on the right activity. What are the characteristics? He has to be organized of a good time. The person who is has manages time efficiently is organized. They have everything on track. They have the important documents or everything. They don't misuse time. They concentrate and finish assignments on time. Do not kill time by gossiping around. See, be it when you are in your workplace or whenever you are in your organization and you are not paying, they are not paying for playing games or computer or socializing in social networking sites or something. First, complete your work and then do whatever you feel like. Be focused, plan to talk, benefit of time management, understand the value of the time, right? Allocate your time to the right things, right? So these are the things that you have to understand about time management. Try to make the best possible use of available time. Whatever time you have, try to utilize it. Don't waste it. Don't use it. Actually, we have a time, I have to use it. Don't use it, just try to utilize it, right? And we can say, try to be punctual and disciplined, and prepare a task that I have to do list. Make a your before the start or in the morning, you can make your to-do list that today I'm going to do these things, right? And you'll be more organized. That will, increase your self-confidence, reduces your time to reach goal and objectives, and makes you plan better things. Reduces your stress and anxiety also. When you are on track, when you are on time, when you have finished your times, when you have not a pile of work, you don't have a files, you don't have a pile of works or files. So you will be there will be no stress or anxiety. So there is no point in wasting time or cribbing later or crying later that, oh, the time has gone. So lost time can't regain. So you have to understand that. Try not to waste it. Prioritize again. All right. So techniques, as I have already told you, urgent and important. That's what I've already told you. You have to decide that what is urgent. Stay focused. Add life to your work. How you can add life to your work? See, be in between. You can take tea breaks. you can net surf, you can make personal calls, you can talk to your friends, so that you can be light and cool in your mind. It's not only work, work, work that you have to focus on. Right. So there are so many things that you have to, devote it in. You have to become, to manage your time effectively. And one more thing that I told you related to this, I want to show you something. Where is that? All right. I'll show you one video related to this emotional. See, controlling your emotions, a lesson by Angry Birds. Right. So it's everything is within us. We can change situations. We can deal things effectively, efficiently. We can solve our problems. We can change our if we are self-aware, we can change our emotions. We can change our behaviors in certain situations. Right. We can change the mode of the things if we tune ourselves to the best version of our personality. Right. So it's these are you can say the most important soft skills, like if you talk about the emotional competence, the time management, problem solving, critical thinking, or we can say the communication, be it verbal communication or non-verbal communication, both are important, right? It's not only the words, right? That only the words, it's also your body language. So not only your technical skills will going to get you a success in life, your soft skills, how emotionally they'll give you a success, they'll give you a growth in your careers. If you are emotionally competent, if you are able to handle your team, if you are able to well behave your team members or your colleagues, right? Then if people listen to you, if you have a good communication skills, not only the good communication skills, if you have the good convincing skills, if you empathize with people, people love to listen to you. People will understand you also. People will follow you also. People will listen to your decisions also. People will help you in your decisions also, right? But you have to understand the other feelings also. You have to be emotionally competent. You have to be a good problem solver. You have to be good with your time management things, right? You have to be organized. You should not have the habit of procrastination, right? So you should by adding these small little things in your personality by complimenting others, by appreciating others, right? We never compliment or we never appreciate. How many times we thanks or appreciate our mother for, cooking a nice dinner or lunch for us? Never. We never do that. We think that, oh, she's a mother and we don't need to do that, right? We don't need to be formal with her, right? We don't need to appreciate her. But see, everybody loves compliment, everybody loves appreciation. So we should do that very oftenly. We should, we can also appreciate our siblings, our younger ones for their small favors. We can do that. That's not gonna take a lot, but it's going to enhance your personality a lot. It will, you know, people start loving you. You will create a positive aura around you whenever you go anywhere. If you have certain positive traits in you, if you have certain you can see right. So I think we have come to an end of this session today. Where is my camera gone? All right. Okay. All right. So it's we can say we have to if we really want to become the best version of our personality, if we really want to become a good personality, we have to develop certain traits in us, small little things, just be a good listener also, just be a good communicator also, try to learn from your mistakes, avoid grudges, stop, be light in your mind, be light in your head, don't drag your grudges, don't try to overcome with your negative feelings, hatred, jealousy and everything. Try to become the positive person, try to devote your time into positive things, right? And I think we have come to an end of the session. All right. It was short, but very short. And I have lots more to share. But whenever I'll have another chance, we'll discuss all the things in details. Right? Anything anybody wants to add or ask?
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you, Nidhi.
All the guests, I request all the guests or all the attendees to please come up with their queries. Ma'am is here to solve all your queries, to help you out with some issues if you have. Okay, ma'am, we have got a query from Siddhant Pant. He's asking how we can prevent overthinking.
Right. See, I just told you that instead of focusing on the problem, you are overthinking, you are thinking because you have some problem, you have some issue, right? So don't think of what can go wrong, think what can go right, what you can do, right? Don't overthink, don't think over about the problem again and again. Try to focus on the solutions, right? Distract yourself into a happiness. How you can do that? Put things into your perspective. Stop waiting for the perfection that something has come and everything will gonna change, right? So there are ways that you can stop yourself from you can say this overthinking. That is awareness in the beginning of change. You understand, then don't think of what can go wrong, but instead focus what can go right. Distract yourself into happiness. How you can do that? Sometimes it's helpful to have a way to distract yourself with happy, positive, healthy alternatives, right? Things like meditation, dancing, exercise, learning an instrument, knitting, drawing, painting can distance you from the issues enough to shut down the over-analysis. Watch the comedy shows, watch the stand-up comedians, watch whatever can distract you from that particular thinking, right? Put things into that perspective. Stop waiting for the perfection. This is a big one. For all of us who are waiting for perfection, we cannot stop waiting right now, right? Change your view of fear. Put a time to, you can say, time to work. Realize you can't predict the future. Accept your best, or we can say, be grateful. You can't have a grateful thought. You can't have a grateful thoughts at the same time. So why not spend the time positively? Every morning, every evening, make a list what you are grateful for, right? Get a gratitude buddy, an exchange list, so you have a witness to the good things that are around you. Don't ignore them. Overthinking can thinking is something that can happen to anyone. But if you have a great system for dealing with it, you can at least ward off some of the negative, anxious, stressful thinking and turn it to something you can say useful, productive, and effective. Right? I think I have given the answer. Hope it will help
Yes, ma'am,
you.
that was very effective. Right. Thank you, ma'am, for this answer. We have other queries coming up. So we have one question from Harshika Juneja. She's asking if even if you are self-aware, you know how long you will react, but how to regulate the reaction? How can we regulate our reaction to a certain situation?
See, how you have to practice, right? This is we have to, to become an intelligent question, we have to learn certain skills. We have to, learn certain formulas, certain methods, right? So similarly, to become emotionally competent, when we are aware that we are going to react this way, and these are our trigger points. These things are going to trigger us and compel us to behave in that way that we really don't want to, right? So you have to tune yourself, you have to practice this thing, right? You can't inject anything, there is no shortcut, there is no mantra. I just can say that you can take a deep breath and you know that you are going to behave, or you're going to react your natural way, right? So take a deep breath before responding, or you can say before reacting to that situation. Learn that I am not supposed to react that way, right? Take a deep breath with a relaxed mind and positive attitude. Change your outlook. Change your outlook, right? And try to understand the situation with others' perspective. That needs a lot of practice. You can't do it overnight, right? You have to practice these things. You have to inculcate these things in you. You have to tune yourself again and again and again and again. And if you'll keep practicing, if you'll keep doing that, one day you will become an emotional competent person. Not overnight, you can't do that. It's not possible overnight. You have to practice this. There is no mantra behind it. The emotions are natural, right? If we really want to control them, if we really want to regulate them, we have to practice them, meditate them. We have to ignore them also sometimes. To control regulate our emotions, sometimes we have to ignore them also. Oh, I'm not supposed to behave in this. I'm not supposed to react that way, right? So either you can ignore it, or you can handle that situation differently. What is supposed, what is you can say that what is your actual reaction or emotion to that situation, so try to change it, you know right? So you have to practice. There is no mantra behind it. It can't, you can develop this overnight. You have to practice this. With the passage of time, with the span of time, we'll learn these things.
Right, rightly said, ma'am. Practice makes a man perfect.
Right.
Okay, ma'am, we have another query coming from Mickey Kumar. He's asking, how should you deal with those people who often humiliate you in some way? I think this is one of the most common questions that people ask, that how to deal with other people who are often humiliating you. They are often, pulling your leg, or they are just mingling with your mind. So how to deal with those people?
People who, who people who what ignore you.
Humiliate in some way.
Okay, the people who humiliate you.
Yeah.
See, if it is possible that you can ignore them, so that is the ideal way to ignore humiliation. But if you can't ignore those situations, if you can't ignore those peoples, you can, the very first thing that I'll say, ignore that person, ignore that situation, right? But if you can't, then make the fun of the situation. How you can do that? See, there's another way by which you can handle situations. Use your humor. The best way to diffuse a situation is to make a joke and get the audience to laugh, right? All the people around you make laugh. You can put the one humiliating into the wrong foot, but by just uttering the words thank you, as soon as he has finished humiliating, say thank you, accept that, or make a fun situation out of it. So he'll be taken aback by your attitude, and this will, you can say, help to ease the tension between you two. If you'll take it light, if you'll make this turn the situation into the funny one, or you can say if you'll appreciate, if you'll thank him after that, so he will, somewhere, someday, not the same day, someday he'll be taken aback by his attitude, or the situation will change, right? So don't think about it, and you can and not try to hide it, that you can say that I'm not look at the positive side of the things. How we can look at the humiliation as a positive thing. Things like, see, there is an old quote which says that those who criticize you are the ones who help you in identifying your faults. If they are criticizing you, they are helping you to identify your faults. So look at the positive aspect of the thing. If you learn how to get over the temporary trauma, if the people criticizing you might help us you to identify your faults, humiliation, you can say, can take it from the another perspective also. Might not be as negative as you think. The same applies to many other behavior patterns also, right? So anger sometimes makes you feel liberated, tendency to be alone, right? Not paying attention to what others says, going against the rules. These are the things that you can focus on. So try to ignore them. If not possible, try to, take it as a compliment, or you can involve with them, make it a funny situation, help with them in pulling your leg or something, right? Then one day they'll set back. First of all, you have to ignore. If you can't, then if you really want to, you can't ignore the situation, if you can't ignore the problem, then you can see, look at the positive things, positive side, or you can say, don't think about it, or you can say, don't react angrily. The very important thing. And that is what your EQ is all about. Yeah. When when you have a very ideal, or we can say humiliation situation, and when you not react with anger, being angry will do no good. That's the thing, that's gonna worse the situation, right? So it's often considered as a dead end approach. Dead end means don't give the answers. Is it a possible way? Don't give answers, don't retort, don't give reactions, right? If you stop giving reactions, the humiliation will stop there and then and there only, right? So always remember that when someone is deliberating humiliates you, he actually ends up humiliating himself. Humiliating someone in public is a disgraceful act. It's his personality. The trait of a that पूरा साफ शरीर को छोड़ के वो जहाँ पे blood होता है या कोई wound होता है, मक्खी sits on that, right? So it's मक्खी's trait. हमारी प्रॉब्लम ये है कि हमें यहाँ पे wound है and we have a blood here, so मक्खी sits on this, the fly, house fly, right? So it's मक्खी का trait है वो हमारा trait नहीं है. We can ignore, we can avoid, we can make fun of it, we can change the mode of the talk of the communication, we can change the mode of the whole scenario. That's all about our personality, right? So we can't change personality of others, but yes, we are a personal, because we have a personally developed person, so we can ignore these things, right?
Yes, that's very well said, ma'am. We have another question coming from Shraddha, and she's saying how to add good strengths in your personality, how to notice our strengths.
See, if you can judge your personality by asking your friends how they describe you if you ask your friends, if you ask your neighbors, if you ask your colleagues how they describe you, that is your personality. It's not you who's going to tell you that what kind of person he or she is, right? How your people who are around you can describe you as a person. That's your personality. That's how your trait, right? They will tell you, oh, she's such a nice person. It's not outer appearance. I've already told you. That's what people feel about you, right? You can develop your positive personality trait and people will gonna understand them if you frequently compliment people. But compliments should always be honest, right? It should not be fake, or just to improve your personality to create a positive aura around you, start giving compliments to others, right? Give compliments only if they are genuine or honest. ऐसा नहीं है कि किसी में कुछ अच्छा होता ही नहीं है. It's beauty lies in the eyes of the beholder, rightly said by Shakespeare, right? खूबसूरती देखने वाले की नजरों में होती है, right? So सब में कुछ ना कुछ अच्छा है. It's you who have to decide that you really want to appreciate it, compliment on that thing, right? So if you start doing that, people will love you and they will tell you that what kind of person you are. It's not you who are going to showcase your personality. You have to change your personality, you have to polish your personality, and the result will you can see around in your in your team, in your group, in your social area, in your home, or be it your siblings, your parents, your friends, your colleagues, everybody. You can see the reactions, right? How people will, how good you are in dealing with people, right? So you don't have to judge that. you can also see the results.
Yes, ma'am. One more query we have from Avasthi Babu. He's asking that how we can face failures and success at the same time.
How we can face success?
Yes, how we can face failures and success at the same time.
How you can have the success and failures at the same time? I'm not getting the question.
Yeah, I request Avasthi Babu to kindly reframe your question so that we can, better understand that. Okay. Till the time people are asking more queries, I want to tell all my audience that we are going to share the feedback link, and you have to fill in the complete details of yours in that feedback form. As per those details, your certificate will be generated. So I request all of you to please fill it very carefully, your name, spellings, and every detail. It has to be very correct, accurate, so that we can generate your certificate as soon as possible. Any further queries? I request the audience to ask any further queries if left.
See, I can frame his questions in a different way. That how to face failures and feel confident before becoming successful. You can ask that way also,
Yeah.
right? So the real secret of success, and after so many failures, if you'll success in something, if you'll get success in something, right? So these are the things that you can. If this is your question,
Yes, ma'am. You can answer it that way. I think that is more appropriate question that everybody would like to have.
see, when we achieve something after so many failures or so many mistakes, we learn a lot, and now we are where we really wanted to reach that level. So we'll easily forget all the failures and everything, all the efforts that we have put. Right? If we got the success, can easily help us to forget all the things that we have done to reach that level, to reach that part of the success. Right, so you can see, you feel inspired when you have growth achievements, or you can see accomplishments, but sometimes you may also feel that intimidated when you look into your own life. You are successful, but sometimes you feel that you are intimidated when you see your personal lives. No, because here there are morning rituals, daily habits, nighttime routines, so there are so many things other than this success. Though you are successful, that doesn't mean that you are happy, right? Also, so that way we can also say that. So it's not about that they may doubt yourself, feel unworthy, hopeless also, though you are successful, right? But still you can feel unworthy, hopeless about your own life situations, own your personal things, some things you're missing in your life, right? So what is the real secret? How we can say they keep growing while keep struggling also. You are on the right path. You are at their success level, but time you have big time failures, right? So you already know the very first thing, that it's all there in your personality. It's your outlook. If you change your outlook, if you change your perspective to see the things, if you face failures without the hurt, if you face situations or ignore the situations, or deal with the situations or deal with the problems without affecting yourself self. Like suppose when you were a child, you were always in a play mode, right? If you fail, you tried again like nothing happened, right? So you kept on trying without thinking of a failure as a shame, or if you are success and still you have certain personal things which you are not happy about, or you're not satisfied, you are successful, right? So you can say that you can uh, deal with it. How you focus on the solutions, try to solve them. Instead, don't focus on the problems that you have, that's not making you happy, though you are successful, or when you have reached that to that level where you are successful and you are not happy, or you're not content with your success. So you have to deal with it. You have to recognize your problem. You have to look for the solutions. You have to change your outcome towards life, right?
Yes, thank you so much, ma'am. I think that is all the queries are done. Okay. Yes, guys. So we have shared the feedback link with you in the chat box. You can just click on that link and visit the form. I request you all to kindly please fill the form very carefully so that we can generate your e-certificates as soon as possible. Make sure that all your details are correct, your name, spellings and everything is appropriate and correct. Okay, so guys, I want to share some information with you about our college. As I told you, BCIT keeps on organizing such technical and non-technical seminars and workshops for all the students for the development of our students so that they can, excel in their career. And with this view, we had coordinated this particular session today. Our placements are up to the mark. I can show you our Facebook page and our website page. I'm just sharing my screen with you. I hope my screen is visible to you all. This is our Facebook page. You can be connected to our Facebook page so that you can be updated about more such events that we are going to organize in further coming sessions. So you can send us message and you can follow our Facebook page and then you can be updated about the latest happenings in the university, Guru Gobind Singh Indraprastha University, as well as at BCIIT. This is our website, bcit.ac.in, and on the web page you can see the placement achievement of our college. This is the achievement of our placement cell. These are the top achievers of batch 2018-21. That is the current final year batch, and you can see even now they are in the final year, they are in the 5th semester, and still 11 people have managed to grab placements in good colleges with handsome LPA. Nitin Kumar Mishra, Mohit Saxena, Shivani Sarthi, Sakshi Mittal, Kiranjeet Kaur, Sonam Kapri, Aisha, Shubham Saxena, Anam Sharma, Piyush Arora, Himani Sharma, and many more. This is just the beginning. Our students are, going to really excel in their career paths, and these are just the beginning of the placements. More of our students are lined up for further coming placements. So with this, I want to thank all of you to attend, whomsoever has attended this session. Thank you so much, Hani ma'am, for giving us such an informative session. It has been so nice session, very informative. And I think people are going to get benefited from this session and they're going to take up all the tips and ideas that you have given to them. Thank you so much, ma'am.
Thank you, Nidhi. Thank you so much. So have a nice day, guys. All the best.
Thank you, ma'am. I again request all my audience to please go to the feedback link and kindly just fill up your form so that we can generate your e-certificates. Thank you so much, ma'am, for being with us today.
Thank you so much.
It has been a pleasure for all of us. Thank you so much.
Same here. Same here. Have a nice day.
Thank you, ma'am. Before we are winding up, we have some students. They want to share their experience with you, their experience at BCIIT. We have with us Piyush. Hi, Piyush. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Piyush wants to share his experience at BCIT. Yes, please, Piyush, go ahead.
Hello, everyone. I am Piyush Arora, and I have been placed in a reputed company. And teachers of my college really guided me and helped me to prepare for my placement. There were aptitude classes and subject classes, which were really important for the technical interviews. There were also mock interviews, which really helped me for the interview when it really happened. So best of luck to all the new students who are interested to take admission in our college, and they will have a great time in BCI.
Thank you so much, Piyush. Thank you. We have Kiranjeet Kaur with us. Kiranjeet, hi, are you there?
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Kiranjeet. Yeah.
Hi. Hello everyone. Myself Kiranjeet Kaur and I'm a third year student of BCIIT. So I would first of all like to thanks all the teachers because they have been very um, helpful and supportive. Like this opportunity, it could not have been possible without these wonderful teachers. They have always been available and you can contact them anytime. And all the placement tests and all the placement classes and the mock interviews which were conducted for us has really helped us a lot in building our confidence. And we got various opportunities as various companies have very visited our college for the campus recruitment. So thanks to BCIIT.
Thank you so much, Kiranjeet. Yes. Those who have still not, clicked on the feedback link, please go to the feedback link and fill up your correct details so that we can generate your e-certificate. And again, once again, I want to thank everybody for being a part of this session. It has been a great session. Thank you so much for being here with us. And we assure you that we'll be coming up with more and more such informative sessions for all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Honey ma'am. Thank you, all the audience. Thank you, Vanda ma'am. Thank you for all the guests and participants.
Thank you,
so much.
ma'am. Thank you so much for being connected with us for a wonderful session. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you, all the guests. Thank you, all the participants. Once again, please go to the feedback link and fill up your forms correctly. Thank you.